Welcome back to Poetry and Politics.
Yes, Jamaican people. So Jamaican's election has ended. And congratulations to the winning party. My heart goes out to the losing party, as usual. Right, people, let me tell you something. I have predicted this before, that the PNP would never win an election in Jamaica under the guidance or the leadership of Mark Golding. The only way the PNP had a chance in the race was without Mark Golding. And I will not say it again. The PNP would have had a chance, a better chance without Mark Golding at the helm. Now, Jamaica has spoken, For the first time in the history of Jamaica, Jamaica seemed to have a handle, a hold on our crime situation. Only fools would go and vote against progress. That kind of progress. Because at the end of the day, most of Jamaican good law-abiding citizens need peace and quiet. Peace and quiet. They need to know that the country's crime situation is under control or is being controlled. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what the Jamaican people voted for. I never thought that the People's National Party had a chance in the first place. I never thought that. I never even dreamt of that. Because if I was voting, I would never vote for the People's National Party.
So she is supposed to have
if I was voting. Because as an ex-police officer, I would vote on the fight against crime. I would vote on the progress that I see in the fight against crime. That is what I would vote for. And at this point in time in Jamaica, that the JLP was leading in the fight against crime. When you look back into the history of Jamaican's crime problem, the people have spoken. And I hope that we are done with this segregation now. And we are acting as Jamaicans for the betterment of Jamaica. Because we are, at no time should we act for the betterment of a party or act for a party. We should only act in the best interest of Jamaica. Is Andrew Holness the best interest for Jamaica? I think not. Is the things that he has been doing so far is in the best interest of the Jamaican people? Yes, in terms of the crime problem, in terms of our transportation problems, in terms of our road problems. There's still work left to be done. Most people in Jamaica would not want to start over again with the PNP. They would rather continue with the GLP. And that is the case, my friend. That was the case. People would rather to continue on the path that they are going down right now than to change a path that they're uncertain of. And the PNP was most definitely the uncertain path. No, that's supposed to be plain and straight to the Jamaican people. You have spoken. Andrew Holness has got a third term. So let's see what he's about to do. The man is corrupt, The man is alleged to be corrupt from his head to his toe. And like a friend of mine said, yes, Blake, he's alleged to be corrupt in terms of those money problems and those all type of things going on, money laundering and all those things, because this man cannot account for being in possession of so much money. But at the same time, Blake, he's the one, at least he's spending some of the money on the country. No. We all know that every political party and its leaders are a bunch of thieves. That all they do is rip off the taxpayers' money. So what? Should we have chosen the path where a new party comes in and try to fill their pockets first before they start spending money on the country? Or do you want a party that is already filled their pockets and are now spending money on the country? That is the question. So, congratulations to the winning party. Andrew Holness, you have gotten a third term. I hope the reduction in crime doubles. I hope the support for the police department doubles. I hope the support for our education department doubles. I hope the support for the transportation department doubles. And I hope that the school bus transportation system does not fail but improves. That is the things that I want to see. It is time that Jamaicans be able to afford good housing without such exorbitant prices in our own country. Andrew Wallace, it is time for you to start. It is time for you to embark on the National Housing Trust so they can be the one building the houses in Jamaica and not private entities, because these private entities are charging the Jamaican people too much for housing. Jamaican real estate is far, far, far too expensive. A house in Jamaica should not cost the same money as a house in the United States, where the dollar is concerned. A house in Jamaica should be cheaper. Look around you, every country in the world, their real estates are far cheaper than America. Only Jamaica's real estate as a small Caribbean country, real estate is far more expensive than the United States. Jamaican real estate prices are exorbitant. Mr. Prime Minister, now that you have gotten a third term, that is what you should start on in your first 100 days to ensure that Jamaicans can afford houses. And not just in Riverton City and Kalalobed and all those little places, but in good neighborhoods. In good neighborhoods. And it is time for us to improve the neighborhood patrolling of police officers so we can get rid of private security firms, so the people can afford to live at a lower cost, because cost of living is too high in Jamaica. The people have spoken, sir. They have chosen you. My question is to you: have you chosen the people? Have you chosen the people? All my PNP friends who have lost the election, I feel it for you people. All my Labour friends who have won, congratulations. And I do not see this as a win for Jamaica until the right things are beginning to happen in Jamaica. Promises were made, Mr. Prime Minister. I hope they are kept. Jamaica's crime is under control. I hope it gets better. Employment is rising. I hope it gets better. Roads are building. I hope it gets better. It is time for the Jamaican taxpayers' money to be used in the relevant areas. It is time for our educational system to get better. It is time for our health system to get better, Mr. Prime Minister. And I would suggest to you, starting out, that you focus on our health system, second after crime, and our housing situation. So you have crime, housing, and health to deal with. And these are supposed to be your three major concerns as a Prime Minister right now. Remember, sir, you're not the Prime Minister for just the Labourite areas or just the Labourite people. You are the Prime Minister for the entire Jamaica. For the entire Jamaica. For those who vote for you and those who vote against you. You are their Prime Minister. So you need to act according. Stop fix Labourite area, don't fix PNP area. Stop give Labourite work and don't give PNP work. Stop fix Labourite school and don't fix PNP school. Don't put school buses in Labourite area and don't put it in PNP area. That is all I am saying to you. Let the people know that you care about everybody and not just the people who vote for you. Stop playing that kind of politics. It is time for us to stop playing party politics and play country politics. But don't talk.